Yeah. You got sound, Patrick. Hi guys, I'm back. Didn't you miss me? I'm just kidding. You guys watch, I just did a video already, so I want to do them separate because you guys know I like diving in. Here goes that Mars and Virgo energy where I'm diving into the details, right? But I always do this in every video, but it's happening at the same time, and I don't want to confuse you guys when we're having these transits. I really want you to focus when you have your natal chart printed out and you're looking at it. So what's up, guys? Welcome to Vixen After Dark. Thank you so much for staying tuned in, tapped, and turned on. I'm your host, Leticia Yofo. If you guys have not already joined the fam, please make sure you go ahead and smash that subscribe button and click the bell right next to it. That way you guys are notified every time I go live. So today we're talking about Mars. Mars has entered Virgo today. This is on my list of to-dos today. So we're going to talk about that, okay? And so I'm going to give you a little bit of Mars and Virgo energy if you are Mars and Virgo, so that we can understand you a little bit better, and hence you can kind of take that information and see what's going to be playing out as far as the collective energy goes. Talk a little bit about what Mars is, remind you a little bit of Virgo energy, okay? And then I'll go into, of course, the collective, how we're going to be feeling, what we could be facing as far as self, love and relationships, money and career, negative and positive. I'll also give a little spill about how it'll affect each element: fire, water, air, earth. What else? Oh, there's an aspect that's playing out with our North Node. I'll talk about that. I don't want to go too deep into the aspects. Also, too, knowing your rising sign, right? So I'll give you a list of rising sign and what house will be affected for you if you printed out your natal chart, aka your birth chart. And I'll bring forth for each house a solution on how to take action, give you some ideas. We're going to be more solution based on what we should be doing as far as when Mars is in Virgo. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is bust out the wheel, and I'll do all signs on this one. I'm going to do a chakra card for you guys. And then I'll do use my little deck. I haven't used her in a while. This is my deck I created, you guys. I don't know. Someone told me to grab it, so we're gonna use it for each sign. Okay, so that'd be towards the end. So that way you guys know, if you guys are new here, I always do timestamps. You guys can refer back. If you want to hear something again, vice versa after the live video. All right. So let's get started, and don't mind me, I'm chomping on some walnuts. So let me pull up the charts. Mars and Virgo, guys. Mars and Virgo. It's going to be here until August 27th. If you guys like to mark your calendars, always give the dates. So what is Mars, right? We all know Mars is like the Energizer Bunny of the planets. It rules Aries, and it's the co-ruler of Scorpio. I'm going to give you like a little bit of that, how it's going to play out. So pretty much it's how we're directing our action, utilizing the Virgo vibe, right? And we all know Virgo rules the 6th house, which is of health and being of service. So what is Mars, right? So Mars is definitely associated with action, our energy, our passion, our drive. It embodies, our desires, our ambitious energy, our power, kind of pretty much how we go after what we want, right? So Mars symbolizes our courage, being self-aware, being assertive, taking initiative, everything that we have, and how we express our individuality, right? So it's kind of like the fiery warrior that we have within all of us. There's something that you want to do. There's something I want to do. There's something that everybody wants to tap into and get into, right? So this is where we take that action, and this is how, depending on how your natal chart came out, that's how you normally would direct it on everyday life. Like, for example, my Mars is in Scorpio, so that's how I, on a daily, well, not daily, but that's how I go after taking my action as far as emotionally, because it's a water sign, right? Anyways, I'll do the elements later. This can also show us, pretty much Mars can show us how we take action, but also how we overcome any challenges that we face within our lives. You got to remember, and this is why Aries is like the initiator, right? Because it gets its energy from Mars. This is our initiators, our risk takers, people that are not afraid to step to the plate or really go after whatever it is that they want. Goals, dreams, desires, wishes, whatever, duties, responsibilities, obligations, however you want to think about it. So Mars definitely influences that and really accentuates that assertive energy. And you got to think the impulsivity of Aries too. So on the flip side of that, on the other hand, we have Scorpio, which is the co-ruler, right? Mars is the co-ruler of Scorpio. So that's why Mars feels so intense. This is where that transformative energy kind of plays into that. Okay, this is why, like, Mars being in Virgo, it's so important to know where it's at in your house, because it'll intensify that area of your life. So it's very important to know these things. And remember, Scorpio is the emotional, so it's like the deep emotions, right? So Mars being connected to Scorpio, this is where the passion also comes through as well, and the determined energy that comes along with that Scorpio sign. But all in all, it really just enhances that transformative vibe that we have. You know, I should not eat while I do this. Pertaining to our emotions and our desires. Now, like I said earlier, the sign and the house and the placement of Mars, wherever Mars is in your chart, this is going to really provide you more insight for you personally. So I always recommend that you download that as far as how you channel the energy and your motivations and things of that nature. Like, for example, if you have Mars in Leo, you can be very confident and you can be very passionate about your creative endeavors. If you have Mars in Virgo, then, you know, as far as you, whatever you're manifesting, you're going to be more deep. You're going to have like a detail-oriented approach, okay, to whatever it is that you're carrying out. So remember, we know what the planet is, so then you match whatever energy is going with it. And right now, we're into Virgo energy, so the detail-oriented approach of that. So let me give you a little bit more. Mars being in the Virgo energy. So let's talk about Virgo energy, right? So check it out. So Virgo is all about attention to detail. Okay, you have to know this. It's kind of like holding up a magnifying glass. Like, literally, it's like holding up a magnifying glass to your life, pretty much, for the most part. And in this case, it's about where are we driving our passion and energy and time into? Like, what are we taking action on? That's how we're doing it. So Virgos, they really don't miss a beat. Like, you know, they're always analyzing, they're breaking things down, they're building it back up, they're putting in their own finesse on it. So that's Virgo energy. And, you know, they want to make things the finest it could ever be. So what that entails, it's kind of like, think of the Virgo energy, they're like the detectives in a sense of the zodiac, because they can really look at things with a fine-tooth comb and really put the pieces of the puzzle together, for example. So they don't play around when it comes to getting things right and being on point with it. Okay, so Virgo energy, it's all about being practical because it's an earth sign, right? Very organized kind of vibe here we're going after. And this is why Mars and Virgo can be very tricky. You gotta think, Virgo has their... I can't cut. Virgo's got it all together. Like I said, they like to keep everything in order. They like to kind of run the show that way. Think of it like running like a well-oiled machine, okay? They are the people that organize things out. They like to plan things. They like to schedule things out. That's who they are. So they make sure that everything's on time. Everything and every person has their place, their role. Lots of precision going on there with Virgo energy. So you can already know how this is going to play out as far as the action planet of Mars, right? Virgos are not all about just the details in organization. They're very analytical when it comes to their thoughts and their mind and their thinking. Ooh, that's a big B. Sheesh. So they're very intellectual. I feel like Virgos are actually the most intuitive. They say Pisces is, even though I'm the sister side of Virgo, but I think Virgo is. Like, you got to really dive deep into that, though. That goes deep. That's a whole nother video. But because they're always thinking things through, they're always weighing out the pros and cons of every situation that arises. And since it's an earth sign, they're always going to find, like, the most simplest, easiest, practical approach to any type of solution. Because you got to think, Virgos are like master teachers too. They like to teach things out. So they want to find the simplest way that you can comprehend some type of information, or how to lay something out, or do something, or get something done. Because it's an earth energy, right? So, you know, they use a lot of their knowledge and the logic together to kind of, to whatever comes their way in life, period. You know, this is how they handle everything. But you got to know that Virgos are, for the most part, the ones that I know, they're hella humble, very service oriented. Like, all my Virgos, I feel like they came to teach me something, because they always got some information to give. They always got something to teach. They always got something to slide over to me. They're always on the next thing, up and coming. They're always trying to build on something, create something, got something going. So I feel like having a Virgo in your life is key, honey baby. Let me just tell you, okay? So let's see. So, like I said, Virgos are, since this is why they rule the 6th house of service and health, right? Because, like, if Virgo has something that can help you or assist you in life, they're not afraid to be of service to other people to help them get on the same accord. It's kind of like, think of that saying where I always say, you know, sometimes on the elevator up, it gets lonely, you know? And this is why I feel like Virgos, they don't want to only be the only person there chilling on the island having fun with their life, and they have no one else to do it with, because everyone's like down here and, you know, living like a mundane life or a follower. This is why they want to help, and they want to teach, and they want you to prosper. They want you so that all y'all can go on the elevator up and all y'all can be at the beach. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think like that. They love taking care of people. They love taking care of the crew, you know, and putting their skills to good use for the most part. They're kind of like, I would say Virgos are, in my life, you know, Virgos are very reliable people. You can always rely on them for something. I don't know. I feel like you can count on them. Gosh, they're just always lending a helping hand. And they're always fixing things too. They're more solution-based kind of a mindset. Man, they're like nobody's business, I swear. So as a collective energy, you already know what's about to play out as far as Mars being in Virgo. Really think about this. I'm going to give you the negative and positive of it, but now that you understand what Mars is like and how Virgo is going to play in this game, this is going to be super intense. So as far as yourself, you know, on the positive scale of this, having Mars in Virgo, this can really boost your self-esteem and your confidence and your ethic to get things done. Your hustle, you know what I'm saying? So you can really use this energy to your benefit. Grind towards your goals, you know, really get things done, really push yourself, really analyze yourself, figure out what it is you want, where you want to go, you know, level up, you know what I'm saying? You can really fix any like old outdated habits or routines that you have, and really utilize that Virgo intellect to think outside of the box, break something down, build it back up, slap your finesse on it, and turn it into something like way better than whatever it was. So you can really transform yourself and change your routines that you have going on in your life. You know what I'm saying? You could really, I don't know, it's like you could just be a whole different person if you use this energy to your benefit, okay? But you have to know, you know, on the negative side to this, when it's in as far as self goes on a collective scale, now we have to be very careful, you know, not to be too hard on ourselves with this Mars and Virgo energy. Man, you can really sit there and get caught up in overthinking, overanalyzing. This is that energy where you can just feel like, you can ponder on a thought for too long, or ponder on if you should tap into an opportunity, or you can like just overthink, and you can criticize your goddamn self during this time. So this is where it gets, it's kind of like you have to find a balance. You can be very harsh on yourself, so you have to be very, like, I would say slow and steady wins the race. Like, use that earth energy to take your time, because this is going to be here until August, which I know is like low-key around the corner, but it's like at the end of August. So we're going to be feeling this. So I would say really take your time, because you can be super harsh. Find a balance and give yourself that love, and know that whatever it is you're tapping into, especially if it's something you're getting into that's new or you're just learning, please don't be so hard on yourself, please. Because that it can go there, you know, especially when it comes to love and relationships. You know, the positive side to this, you know, you can be that bring that Virgo energy and be reliable when it comes to your business partnerships, your love relationships, you know, situation, whatever ship you're sailing, and be that reliable person. Be of service to your partner. You know what I'm saying? Help out. Each one teach one kind of a vibe with that Virgo energy with Mars, and take action on that. Okay, meet your partner's, you know, needs, as well as you meeting your own too, you know, in the same token of that. Let them know what you need as well. Don't leave yourself out of this. And this is where you can bring forth that reciprocity as far as support, love, goals, dreams, aspirations, whatever it is. Make sure you guys are both being solution based. I feel like this is how but like in connections and relationships, we can all become stable, you know, as long as we're putting forth the energy, okay? Expressing ourselves, you know, having our communication game on point, you know, just not, you don't want to do too much of something. You want to keep things like real nice and smooth, you know what I'm saying? Express your love and really sort out any kinks and any issues in your relationships, because the negative side to this, you know, that Virgo energy, you can like criticize or nitpick each other. No, do it this way. I want you to do it that way. You should do it that way. You know, you can look at your partner and all of a sudden see all these flaws, and now you don't want to pursue them. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's Virgo energy on the flip side of it. So you got to kind of be careful with all these ships that you're sailing. You know, remember, I feel like nobody's perfect, but there can be a perfect person that matches you, your vibe, your aura, your, you know, your interests, whatever you have going on. We can all find the common denominator within everybody that we, you know, are involving ourselves with, right? You should be, you know, making sure you're on the same accord. So it's kind of like, as far as self and relationships, like, you got to really embrace the imperfections, as long as both parties are on the road to like improving one another, you know, building each other up, you know, valuing one another's time and energy. You should work out great. If none of that's there, you shouldn't be there, right? It only makes sense. You know, so, and you can look at this like with each connection that you share. So you have to be really careful as far as, you know, if you're trying to create battles or conflicts, that's not the energy that you want to be in when Mars is in Virgo. Ugh, it can get ugly really fast, okay? As far as like money and career goes, you know, Virgos like working. they're like the boss status CEO big dick energies of this world. You know what I'm saying? So as far as that goes, I mean, really just think about it. You could use this Mars and Virgo energy to, you know, create schedules, get organized, figure out things that you want to do, make room for self-care and rest in between, create a nice routine for yourself. You can really, your work ethic can be so on point, whether you are literally at work or whether you are building a business. You know, this could even be any opportunities that you're tapping into. I know for one thing, like Virgos, like if you're presented an opportunity, use this Mars and Virgo lens, that magnifying glass, to look at contracts and look at everything to make sure it's everything, paying attention to the details of everything. You know, maybe organize something in your own way to just make it easier, working smarter, not harder, Virgo energy. You know, so because this really can bring, if you're putting forth that energy already, you're just only going to open up more. Jacks, come around. You're really just only going to open up more opportunities and doors for you. So seize the moment when you can, right? But, you know, on the negative side to this, don't get caught up, okay? Don't get caught up in trying to perfect something before you upload it or put it out into the world, or even the way you look, or, you know, like I said, you could be too much in here and overthink and overanalyze, and you may not put forth any action. You might just say, screw it all. Like, or you keep redoing something. This looks like a person that, you know, takes like 100 selfies, like in their phone. It's just all selfies. You're like, oh, finally, I got it. Like, no, honey, no. No, we don't do that around here. The imperfections of life, I feel like, what makes the beauty. It's like the candid things, you know what I'm saying? Because you can always grow and progress later, you know what I'm saying? But whatever you got now, just be that and do that just the way that it is. Anything can be enhanced later, especially with what we have, AI technology. We have, you know, us internally growing, right? As the days go on, you learn and you grow. So you redo something a better way or a more sufficient way as you know, stay tuned in, tap in, turn on. So, you know, because Mars and Virgo can make you really sweat the small stuff. And you're like, why are you focusing on that? You know, you can put too much focus into something that doesn't even need all that time and energy. So you got to be really careful. You got to find that nice little sweet spot in between to know, okay, you'll notice like, okay, I'm putting too much effort into this. Okay, never mind. Let me just do something else. So find a nice sweet spot in between when you're trying to strive for, you know, excellence or success, whatever you want to call it, and then knowing when to like let go, be done with something and chill, and boom, okay? Now, it all plays out differently as far as the elements and how Mars and Virgo is going to be affected with the elements. So like fire signs, since you're fire, right? So for Mars and Virgo, this will ground you a little bit, right? You know, it's going to add like that dose of slowing down, being practical, looking at the fine details of everything, like really paying attention, because remember, fire signs have a fiery energy to them and they're very impulsive. So having that Virgo energy coming in, this will, you know, you'll feel a little bit more motivated to take action because you'll be able to see the big picture. You'll be able to kind of see everything, versus just diving head in and just, oh, I'm just going to see how it plays out. Okay, so fire signs, you guys can really use this energy to just put a little bit more structure to everything that you want to carry out. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of passions and desires that you have that you want to do. So just make sure you know, put a schedule to it. Like I said, organize it out, like do reminders, post-it notes, like whatever's easiest for you. That way you can be a little bit more productive instead of saying, oh, I got to do this, I got to do this, and I got to do that. And you're saying that for a week, or I gotta get into this, or I couldn't do that, or I couldn't, you know what I mean? Like, make sure you schedule it out, you know? And I know life happens, right? In the midst of all this, we have life, like, besides whatever we're pursuing. So things happen, but just make sure you add it onto the list for tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? That way you won't be mad at yourself later for just doing all these random things and then it really not taking you anywhere. So for earth signs, You know, or I forgot to tell, so we should all know fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. So earth signs are Tauruses, Virgos, and Capricorns. For you, you know, this is gonna, you guys are already in earth energy, low-key the workaholics already, so it's like you're gonna double down on, you know, staying in your bag kind of a vibe. So with being practical and hardworking like you are, so I feel like with earth signs, you guys are just going to be a little bit more on top of your game, able to probably handle tasks a little bit better. This is the energy, that earth energy that we're in as far as Mars, so it'll low-key feel a little bit familiar for you. You know, so you can get on top of your game, handling things that you got to handle, you know what I'm saying? You can really, like, whatever it is that you're tapping into, you could, like, you can really accomplish some long-term goals, like really like some major strides in your goals, and really just stay grounded on your hustle, you know. For air signs, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you guys definitely, you know, this is gonna boost, you know, your mental game. Okay, you know how Virgo's like really thinking, over analyzing all that stuff. This is where the air signs come in, right? So this is where it kind of makes sense. So, you know, it's gonna give you that analytical edge that kind of needs to come forth when you're taking action. So you can be the strategizer, you could be the brains of the operation, you know what I'm saying? You can have the plan, and then here everyone, you delegate and everyone execute kind of vibe. You know, you'll be the one to find maybe like a practical solution, because you're utilizing the knowledge and the intellect, right, as an air sign. So you'll be able to communicate your ideas effectively. This looks like you telling someone, you know, I've never experienced this. Well, maybe we should go about it this way. Let's have it happen X, Y, Z, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then boom, everyone gets it. So your intellect, you can really put your skills to work with that and kind of get the things that you want. Just watch out for overthinking though. Oh, don't overthink, okay? You know what I'm saying? You got to adapt as things happen, okay? Bring in, be like a Gemini, be mutable. Water signs. So water signs, this is our Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. So this is going to bring that practical approach to how you guys typically, to your emotional flow of things. So you're going to be motivated to actually have a handle on your emotions, and be a little bit more organized in a way that you can make progress in life as well, as far as in your emotional growth, okay? So I would say use this energy to really set healthy boundaries for yourself. This is where you can check, you know, the temperature and read the room of everything and see if you need to be participating or not before you get all emotional about a person, place, or thing. You know, opportunities for healing can arise here when Mars is in Virgo for water signs. So let's play it out. So if you have a Mars in Virgo already, that way we can kind of learn, you know, if you know Mars and Virgo energy, this is how they are. Well, this could what be playing out as far as the collective goes, right? So like I said before, you probably get the gist now. Virgos are very analytical, very practical because it's an earth sign. You know, they're not afraid to take on extra risks in projects and tasks, I should say. Tasks and projects. They're not afraid to take those on, head on. But in the midst of that, they're very meticulous and paying attention to detail. So you have to really, you know, that analytical thinking, what's going on there. You know, that's what looks like somebody that, remember back in the day, people used to build modems and computers and stuff like that? Virgo energy. Like break it all down and then rebuild it back up and put all the lights and make it all fancy and things of that nature. So that's literally Virgo energy. That's like the best visual I can kind of give you. So anyways, I can really break down like complex problems, you know, and they're really good at managing things. I swear, like a lot of Virgos I know, they're all CEOs, I want to say. Like every single one of them, they all own businesses, like for real. because they're so methodical, like to their approach to everything. They're so organized for the most part. You know what I mean? That Mars and Virgo, man, gosh, they're so structured. They know how to execute like trips and planning and all of that yummy stuff. They just know how to do it. You know, they know how to achieve their goals. It's not just like, oh, this is I'm manifesting this on a picture. No, they see the picture and they're going to emulate it. Like, I swear to you, like straight up. So on the other sense of that, this is why they can be very critical or self-critical, because if they don't see themselves matching that photo, they're just going to keep going and keep going. It's like they have their eye on everything, like flaws, imperfections, you know, oh, this has to be done this way. Like, so, you know, whether this is in themselves or the environment that's around them. So we all kind of, as a collective, kind of got to be careful, right? Because that's where you can be overcritical of yourself, and whatever it is that you're doing. You're trying to perfect something and nothing comes out. That's what I was talking about earlier. But, you know, this is how we can constantly improve and refine our own skills. Just really think about that on a collective scale. But also, too, like Mars and Virgo people, like I said, they're very service-oriented. What's my cat doing? They're very service-oriented. Like I said, they like helping others. So if you can find a way to be of service, that would be greatly appreciated. Whether this is helping someone's mental, helping somebody with an opportunity, keep them in their bag, educating them about something so they can learn a process or gain a new skill set. You know, however you want to bring in the Virgo energy, the Virgo vibes, as far as being service to others and supporting other people. Support. I feel like a lot of people, we don't get enough support around this world. Jesus Christ. Helping, assisting other people, you know. Dedicating your energy if you can, if you got it. If you got it. Because Mars and Virgo people they contribute in any form or fashion. I feel like these are the people that even when they didn't have it or when they don't got it, they still dish it out. I'm not saying put yourself at a detriment for anybody. You know what I'm saying? Make sure it's like, you know, use your own due diligence. Every situation is different, but, yeah, and Virgos, you guys gotta be, like, most of the time, a lot of Virgos are very health conscious. Some ain't. Some like, I got the money, I'm gonna eat it. Like, but I know some that half are and half aren't. So, you know, everyone's different. But for the most part, they're very health conscious, very mindful of their physical well-being. They're typically the gym rats or the vegetarians, vegans. But then, like I said, you have the other one. They got the money, they got the bag. They're going to have their crab, lobster, steak. You know, everyone's different. But for the most part, they do pay attention to their physique, their body, exercise, nutrition, and overall self-care for the most part. So, anyways, we do have an aspect that I want to talk about really quick. So right now, I just noticed this too. I didn't do any, I wasn't going to talk about any aspects, but what's happening right now? We have, let's see here. Mars is having a cute little quincy with Pluto. It's also, it's been opposing Saturn and had a quincy with Neptune. So just kind of think of it as like low-key of a little bit of a challenge. Remember, Pluto's retrograding in Capricorn right now. Mars is now in Virgo. They're both earth energies. So this can, you know, put a little bit of, that's where you can kind of look too deep into the details of everything when there's like drastic changes that are occurring, or you know you need to be solution based when something has destructed, or you're doing self-destruction, or something has happened like a tower moment, or something just blew up in your face. You got to be a little bit more solution based instead of, but this is where you can do that nitpicking and overanalyzing, overthinking, and not take any action whatsoever. You're like, oh my God, what do I do? And you're trying to perfect things so before you even come up with a grand solution or just even take action on it. You know what I'm saying? So you got to kind of be careful. What else do I see here? Today is, I think, hold on. Does it Mars? Oh yeah. I think Mars is trining the North Node, right? Yeah. So Mars is also trining the North Node. Okay. This is the energy that you need in order to take those practical steps in order to go forward, operating in your having your new experiences, right? So towards whatever long-term goals that you have for yourself. You know, Mars and Virgo will boost that. It'll give you that boost of energy. As far as, you know, your work ethic or whatever energy you need towards your passions or goals, your desires and things of that nature. Paying attention to detail will also help you make some even more of a real progress, like having the structure and everything all organized and mapped out for yourself, and you'll be able to it'll be more smooth when you are tapping into these new experiences. You may not know what's going to happen, you know, you don't know what type of change may arise, but as long as you have that energy that's going towards, because, you know, North Node in Taurus, and it's retrograding right now. It's like the universe saying, yo, it's time for you to focus on building, you know what I mean? Building that stability, like finding your true value. Like, it's kind of like that. So you can use that alignment to hustle hard. But remember, like I said, everything in balance and moderation. Make sure you have rest, you know, rejuvenation, all that stuff, re-energize. But stay committed during this time, guys. We still have the sun in Cancer right now. Just find ways to level up, but just don't beat yourself up and be so hard on yourself to where you don't do anything. I'm going to keep saying that like 50 times throughout the video. Trust me. This energy will do that to you, okay? So just really embrace and take it one day at a time if you have to. You know, take breaks when you need to. Even if you said you're going to do something, you may need to, you know, prolong something. You may need to schedule it out a little bit longer. You may need to extra a little bit of time to yourself. You may need to decompress. You know what I'm saying? Do it when you feel that. Do it, okay? Because this energy can jack you up real fast. So, you know, tap into things that feel natural to you. Don't force anything. I would say that'd be the best way to go as far as taking action. Make sure it aligns with you, your energy. Make sure you're good first, you know. Make sure it aligns with your values, morals, beliefs, things of that nature. You know, like slow and steady wins the race. Say, some progress is better than no progress. All right? So... just continue to lay that foundation, because like I said, you can get really stuck, okay, in that perfection mindset, overthinking, you know, all that Virgo stuff here, and you can hesitate. You can really hesitate. You can resist anything. So just embrace everything, okay? Take risks. Let's talk about the houses. I want to go into the houses, guys. Let's go into the houses. So what's your rising? So as far as where the transit of Mars and Virgo will be. So if you're an Aries rising, it's going to be in the 6th house. Taurus rising, 5th house. Gemini rising, 4th house. Cancer rising, 3rd. Leo rising, 2nd. Virgo rising, of course, the 1st house. Libra rising is going to be the 12th. Scorpio rising, it's going to be in your 11th. Sag rising, 10th. Capricorn rising is going to be in your 9th house. Aquarius rising in your 8th house. And then Pisces rising in your 7th house. So, I'm going to come up with some solutions for you. You should already have your natal chart printed out. It'll probably tell you kind of where it's at, right? So, what to do with this energy and how to take action on the house that's affected for you. Remember, there's a positive and negative how things can play out for you. So, knowing that we're in Virgo energy, I'm sorry, I need to get these away. Knowing that we're in Virgo energy and where you see it can go, I want to be more solution-based when I'm talking about the houses. So, let's say, for example, this transit is happening in your 1st house. 1st house is about self, right? So use this Mars and Virgo energy and take action on improving yourself. I mean, you see how simple that is? And sometimes people want to take action on looking better and feeling better. So making sure you are putting in those self-care routines. You know what I'm saying? Taking care of self. They always say, when you look good, you feel good, you do good, you know, all that yummy stuff. So, you know, be unique. You know what I'm saying? You can showcase whatever skills, whatever abilities that you may have and bring that grounded approach to it. You know what I'm saying? Really channel in that energy and make it constructive. You know, help yourself during this time if it's in your first house. Really do that. You know, that way you can be a leader or not a follower. You can be confident if you lack confidence. You know, and keeping your cool. It's simple as that. Okay, so you can see, kind of see, like, I want you guys to play with it. Based off of the information I provided in the beginning of the video, you can see how this will affect each house, right? And you can add in your own little flavor. Use that Virgo energy because that's what Virgo does. That's your homework. So add in a little bit more to that, what you think could be playing out. Second house. Second house, material possessions, things that we value. So use the Mars and Virgo energy to what? Take action on your financial forecast, you know. Bring in the financial stability, build your foundation. If you're really serious about something, like if, or let's say if you want something, I remember, what's the saying that, what's his name? The preacher guy. If you want something as bad as you want to breathe, you'll be successful. I used to play that over and over again. Oh, I think Eric Thomas, E.T. the preacher. Man, that quote stuck in my mind for years. I'll never forget it till this day. So it's like, if you want something as bad as you want to breathe, you know, if you don't like where you're at, if you're unsatisfied, if it's playing in your second house, use this energy to your advantage. Really build up your finances if that's an issue for you. You know, if you're a person that's like that. If you feel like, you know, work hard, you know what I'm saying, to increase your income. Because money gives us options, right? So that way you can develop, you know, this is where you can, if you know you had an issue with that, well, look at it and see what's a solution. Well, maybe I should kind of cut out eating out. Maybe I should cut out, you know, buying things I don't really need right now and actually only buy things, you know, the necessities of it all, and then put the rest into my passions, or, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is that you're working towards. You know, be strategic about it. Be smart about it. Instead of buying a 30K purse or like a 1,000K outfit, put it towards something else. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, create budgets for yourself. Map out, like, have like a Google sheet of everything, you know? Hustle with purpose. You know what I'm saying? And be responsible. You know, ensure that your financial needs are met. You don't always have to look at your bank account. You don't have to worry about being paycheck to paycheck. You know what I'm saying? And work towards your long-term goals. So third house, you know, third house is all about communication. So if Mars and Virgo is transiting your third house, you can really use this energy to, you know, as far as your communication style, make sure you express yourself very clearly, black and white, straight to the point. You know, be in a teaching more of a vibe with it. You know, try not to throw daggers at anybody, and just, you know, make sure everybody kind of gets it. You know what I mean? When you're conversing with other people, to make them understand you and what you're trying to explain. Engage in meaningful conversations of substance, conversations that'll get you somewhere, conversations that you can learn from. You know, develop some negotiation skills to get the things that you want and need in life right now during this time when it's in your third house. So really use that. This is how you can alchemize the energy. You can even expand, you know, your knowledge on a few things, you know what I'm saying? As far as anything that you want to learn or you want to know about, like, really dive deep into that, you know what I'm saying? Be assertive when you speak. Know what you want. Be decisive with this energy, in the midst of having respect for other people and their opinions, right? Fourth house. So fourth house, we all know this is home and family. So with this energy, you know, use that Mars and Virgo energy. You can do stuff as simple as organizing your house, organizing your garage, turning a room into a sanctuary, organizing your junk drawers, getting dividers for them, you know, clean out the kitchen, you clean out the fridge, Mars and Virgo, like, you know what I'm saying? Make your, like, remove the energy around. You can do a project like, I'm gonna dust all the blinds and wipe all of them down. Like Mars and Virgo, like you can, it's the simple things that can make, you know, alleviate some energy flow within your home and making it a more nurturing environment for you, your family, any people that come through. Make any necessary improvements that you want around your house when it's in the 4th house, pretty much, you know. And this could be even in like your connections, like bring more in the stability within your personal life too. Show your loved ones that you really care. Use that Virgo supportive energy, right? And support them in their endeavors. Show up for them. Share their stuff. Or be the cheerleader for them in anything that they have, you know, while setting healthy boundaries. 5th house. So 5th house, oh, this is a creative house. So take passions. What's that list of things that you want to get done and you want to do? You know, look at that list. Okay, I'm going to get this. I want to do that. I want to paint today. I want to get a massage. I want to do yoga. I want to go outside. I want to go in nature. Whatever it is you want to do, use this Mars and Virgo energy to take action on that. Create a schedule for yourself to make sure you get things done. You can establish, you know, different ways to express yourself. You see something taught one way, we'll figure out a cool, creative way on how to teach other people that. You know what I mean? You know? Just whatever you're passionate about. Stay grounded and stay humble in the midst of all of that. 6th house. So this is a Virgo house. Home, health, and of service, right? So take action, you know, as far as whatever goals you have, things that you want to achieve. You know, you can improve on your work performance in this house. You know what I'm saying? Maybe get a healthy routine going down as far as like your diet, whatever. Making sure you take your water intake. You know, the little details of everything that you've been missing. You've been taking your vitamins. You know what I mean? Like little things. Like, especially when it comes to health. You know, those responsibilities, like self-care things, right? And use that Virgo energy to be a little bit more precise about carrying things out. Like do 30-day challenge or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But you have to avoid being too hard on yourself here. Please. And other people that are around you, especially when it comes to like any work matters or when you're being of service and you got to be around other people. Okay? Maintain a healthy work-life balance. Because with Mars and Virgo, you can become a super workaholic too. 7th house. 7th house is the house of partnerships. Any ships that you're sailing. So, really, I would say, create like a nice balance. Like whatever dynamics you have. Each person in your life has something of value clearly because they're still in your life. So make sure you pour into them. You know, support them in their endeavors, you know. Also be very assertive with what you need from them too, okay? You don't want to be a people pleaser or you over pouring and they ain't pouring into your chalice. So make sure there's reciprocity within all of your connections right now. Have active listening skills, you know what I'm saying? Really pay attention. Like just find ways to really just compromise within all of your relationships right now. Engage in like open and honest communication too, like, you know, work together, you know, come together, really strengthen these bonds that you have with people. Okay. We all need a little bit of love. We all need a little bit of support. Show up. 8th house. So this is our shared resources, intimate connections, transformational kind of a house. So you can also dive deep into your subconscious in this house too with that Virgo energy. And you can really release what no longer serves you, okay? Be more open-minded, you know, open your arms and really practice healthy boundaries. That way you can really foster intimate connections if you don't have any, okay? I would say use this energy to really grow emotionally because this is a Scorpio house. So grow emotionally. Empower your goddamn self with that Mars energy. You know what I'm saying? 9th house. So 9th house, I would say take action. Like you can take action as maybe traveling somewhere, going to a different country. You know, this is like higher education. This is you know, just being open-minded about whatever endeavors arise and come your way. Just really like change your perspective on certain things that are playing out. get curious, you know, take action on different things and try new things for this next, what, month-ish. So use this energy to really expand, you know, what's in your world, in the realm that you're in. You know what I'm saying? 10th house, we all know about public image and career. So I would say this is a great house for Mars and Virgo energy. This can go really well for you if this is transiting your 10th house, as far as like career, your goals, how you want to see yourself, short-term, long-term. Oh, you can really take action and be assertive and really showcase the skills, talents, and gift sets that you have, that you want to bring to the table. Okay, take on some leadership roles, really initiate and assert yourself in areas of your life where you are the go-to, the key, the plug. You know what I'm saying? You can help other people and make a positive impact on other people's lives too. But you got to stay focused and make sure you move with integrity while you're doing it. Okay, 11th house. So 11th house, this is 11th house of connections or dreams, wishes, and hopes. So with this energy, you can really contribute to any connections that you have. You can contribute to your community. You can help support them, help be there for them. You know, make sure you have support too. This is where another house, any house with connections, make sure it's all reciprocated here. Because what if you're pouring, and then all your energy is drained, all your time is drained, and your money, you know what I mean? You never know. So you got to make sure they're uplifting you as well, and maintaining like unity within all your connections that you have. 12th house. So 12th house, this is that Pisces house, right? So this is like subconscious. So spiritual practices. Mars and energy, take action. Maybe take up meditation. You can take up Reiki classes. You can take up, you know what I mean? Any kind of things that you were so curious about that you weren't good at before, or use this focus of Mars and energy. Like I always hear people all the time, I can't meditate, I can't quiet my mind, or I can't not think about something, or whatever your frustrations are as far as that goes. Use the Mars and Virgo energy to really tap in if it's in your 12th house. So also too, use this time to heal, recharge, connect with your higher self, really embrace this transformative power and this energy, and maintain a nice balance, and stay grounded when it's in your 12th house. Okay, so let me see here. I'm gonna just pull one card for each sign, you guys, that way you guys have something to go off of. So I'm gonna bust out the wheel really quick here, as far as Mars and Virgo energy as promised. So let me go ahead here, and we're going to do all the way from Aries to Pisces, guys. Move this over. All right, so all the way from Aries to Pisces. I'm going to timestamp everything. We'll do a chakra card. All right. Oh, I think I might want to bring the other one too. But let's start off with, so Aries. We'll do a one card pull for each sign. Aries, you have expansion. I like that. Card number 29, which equals 11. I like this for you. So you need to take action on expanding whatever it is that you're tapping into right now. Whether this is you can use this as Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising energy. Expanding your, you know, your desires, your dreams, goals, aspirations, wishes. Expanding your mind, whatever that looks like for you. So that's going to be your card as well, okay? I think more it's expanding your mind, or expanding whatever's going on. Maybe you're using some Jupiterian energy somewhere to expand whatever it is that you're tapping into right now, as far as maybe you're starting on a small scale, and then now you're going to like increase something. You're going to make something bigger now. Like you're going to tap into something new. Okay? Let's also use one of our, I'm going to use my little deck here. We're going to get some sound advice as far as from my little tarot deck. You guys, this is on my website for my deck, if you guys This is for like people that want to learn tarot. I call this the newbie elite deck, but I don't know why. Some reason just made me want to bust it out. Give me a sign for Aries, a card for Aries. Aries, ooh, you got 7 of Wands. Okay, so 7 of Wands pretty much here. Taking action, move forward. I feel like any obstacles that you come across, as far as even when you're expanding right now, take action, go forward. I feel like you're just going to keep fighting no matter what it is. Hey kids, no matter what it is that you have going on. Like this looks like I said, whatever you're trying to expand right now, as you rise on the elevator going up, you may have some haters. You may have people trying to stop you in your tracks. You may have people that don't want to see you win. You know what I'm saying? You'll probably see all of that. And you'll probably recognize it, or you probably people you see where they'll fall short. You know, if you experience, I'm just giving you examples of challenges, even within yourself. You could be too hard on yourself. Maybe not open enough with, opening yourself up to receive help or assistance in any kind of way. You know, however this looks for you, whatever challenges you could be facing, I feel like 7 of Wands energy, you're just going to forge forward. That's fire energy, by the way. And so, you know, make sure you set healthy boundaries, but keep continuing on the road to being a little bit more passionate. Hi, kids. How are you? Did I say hi already? I seen you pop up, but I just want to finish my thought. So enjoy the moment, Aries. Don't let pride and ego kind of get to you as you're going forward and continuing to take action with that number 7 as well, okay? Because that is the number of action. So let's go ahead and move forward. We have Taurus. This is going to be for Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising. Okay. Let's see what we have for Taurus here. How are you today? Taurus, ooh, you have serenity, honey baby. So 12 equaling the number of 3. Number of 3, celebrating life, you know, looking at your surroundings, you're probably looking at everything, you know, am I good here? Am I good there? All right, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like you probably have this eyeball magnifying glass on material possessions, or making sure you have things, or making sure everything's copacetic around you, you know, that way you can be happy and, you know, feel that serene kind of a vibe. No matter what's going on around you, your things are taken care of. Like, you are set. So that's your little reminder to making sure everything is copacetic and you're at peace with everything that you have going on in your life, okay? All right, so let's get you a, we're going to get you a tarot. Yes, of course you do. Okay, as always, I'm so ready to finish my starting phase of my business. Okay. I'm excited for you. When it drops, let me know. I'll share it out. What's the message for Taurus? What's the message for Taurus? Mars and Virgo energy. You have the devil card that came out. So pretty much the most part, I feel like here, make sure that you're removing any toxic patterns, behaviors. You know, you could become obsessed with, possibly maybe you're obsessed into just working so hard. You know, you could be obsessed with certain things that are in your life, or people, or people, places, and things. So you have to make sure, you know, we don't hold that. Watch my Mercury and Leo video. You can be tempted into doing things. You know, this could be you feeling like there's like something that you can't break. It feels unbreakable, like a bond or something that you're stuck to. This could be like something that, you know, like I said, it could be an addiction or some type of behavior or something in the mix to where you're just like obsessed with it. So I feel like that'd be like a warning for you if you are feeling any of those things. Learning the art of detachment, right? And also making sure that you have healthy habits and things of that nature along this transit, okay? And people and places and things are around you. Make sure they're all healthy, okay? I just invested some money on some things I needed for a while now. Okay, go girl. Okay, next we have Gemini. Gemini, sun, moon, or rising. What is the advice for Gemini as far as Mars in Virgo? Okay, we have right action. I like this. Root chakra, new beginnings, okay? Making sure you're not doubting yourself, making sure you're removing the fear, false evidence appearing real, making sure you're not over-analyzing, overthinking. You know what I'm saying? Because that Mars and Virgo energy, you make sure you're being very analytical with everything that you have going on. Use that intellect to know you are making the right decisions, to go forward on your new journey. Number 1, 19 equaling 10 equaling 1, right? So look at how she's rising, right? So it's like you have your mind, you could have your mind on so many different things, but it's making sure that you're not overthinking, or you're not being judgmental, or you're not nitpicking, you know, all of those things. That way you're not pushing yourself away from any grand opportunities and things that you have going on in life. Making sure that you're set, you're straight, you know what I'm saying? Let's get you a card here, okay? Just know that you're taking the right steps if you're doubting yourself, okay? Don't doubt your moves that you're making. Follow your intuition and your gut, okay? Let's get you a tarot card here. I'm so excited to get back into it. Awesome! Ain't nothing to it but to do it, right? Just take action on it. Just do it, girl. What else do we have for Gemini as far as advice for Mars and Virgo? We have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So there could be some, this is why this probably came out. There's some setback that probably occurred in your life right now, and you're trying to figure out, am I making the right steps? Hold on. Oh, this must be really true. This is a message for somebody because I just sneezed. Whatever it is that, whatever moment that you've had as far as something not turning out in your favor right now at this time, this is where the doubt and the fear could kick in, because you know that internally there's some decision that you have to make as far as moving forward, but yet you're probably thinking, dang, should I do this or should I do that? Oh, I don't know. You're thinking of the woulda, coulda, shouldas, or the what ifs, because you're like, you felt this way probably for a long time, or it was sitting there for a while, and you're probably contemplating, I think I should move. I need to move forward with this. I can't wait. This is not turning out the way that I wanted to. Wheel of Fortune in reverse, right? It's not playing out. It's showing me all the red flags. Probably there was red flags playing out before, but you know, they look green to you or pink or something, you know what I'm saying? But now you're starting to see because of a situation that has occurred to you. And, you know, you're probably very disappointed, you know what I'm saying? But you are taking the right, it's time for you to take the right steps needed in order to go forward, okay? Don't doubt yourself. It's just a little bump in the road. Like I said, you may feel disappointed about it, but we got to move forward, right? Upward and onward, okay? Time waits for nobody, so you don't wait for nobody, okay? Period, poo. All right, so we're doing Cancer. Cancer, sun, moon, rising. Cancer, where my Cancer's at? Where my Cancer's at? All right. What's advice for Cancer while Mars is in Virgo? Unity. Honey baby. Card number 38 equaling the master number of 11. But really think about this. 3 being your surroundings, 8 bringing in infinite opportunities. So uniting, right? Coming together. What is the qualities of uniting? This looks like you wanting to receive the support, recognition, and praise for the things you're carrying out. But you also have to be that for the people, your connections, the people that are doing the supporting to you. You do that for them too. If they have stuff going on too, you know, however they're showing up for you, you show up for them. This is how you unite and you come together as a unit, right? This is how you build units. This is how you build your foundation. This is how you build the bricks. So you got to make sure you are reciprocating the same energy. Whatever is being dished out to you that's positive and that's assisting you in your life, you be that too. Because along the way on your elevator up, since we're still in Cancer season, and you got a lot of things playing out in certain houses for you, to where you can really capitalize and be front center stage and live the life. So in the midst of all that, this is where you got to look at everybody and see who's false or who's just waiting for you to be successful versus people that have been with you while you're riding the bus all the way up until you ride the limo. You know what I'm saying? So you have to recognize and see these things, because in the midst of you going up, this is where the pride and ego can kick in with that Mars and Virgo energy, and you could be very egotistical, especially with all these other planetary alignments playing out. So you have to be careful, okay? You could miss or leave behind the people of substance and the genuine people that are there, and they can drift away because you're not uniting with it, okay? 1 and 1, the number 11, both taking action. What does this look like? This looks like, you know, matching energy, right? Having the same interests, the same goals, the same everything, doing, you know what I'm saying? Reciprocity, baby, okay? So let's get you a tarot card as well. And uniting with yourself too. Making yourself feel whole again, whatever that looks like for you. Let's get a card here for Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Ooh, Lovers. Lovers, bring in the love, Cancer. I like this. So beautiful love, right? If you want to receive all the love, like I just literally said this. You want to receive all the love for your talents, gifts, skills, whatever you got going on, honey, baby, you got to be the one to dish it out too. So dish out that love. Make sure it's genuine, you know, organic. I love this. So I love how the Lovers card comes out, because if you think about it, it's like split energies becoming one, and then you also have the Unity card. So it's literally what I was just talking about. Card number 38 going 1 and 1. That's so funny that came about. So this is you finding you. You know what I'm saying? Or this could be the matching of other energies, meeting soul connections that feel soul good to you on your journey during this time is going to be very prominent. You also have to be aware, you know, when this comes out, you know, you'll be able to tell, you know, what's fake and what's real. But I like this. This is like all your blessings, like, you know, the synchronicities and the angels and the guides and support, and however you want to look at it. I'm just giving examples of like source, divine, whatever you like to call it, really coming together. I love this. Is beautiful. This is a yes card too. This could even represent you committing to yourself, okay? Like committing to, you know, your goals and stuff, but also making sure you're still committing to duties, responsibilities, obligations, and also your supporters and people that are there for you. So I really love this. Okay, this is like marrying yourself and committing to yourself, or this could literally be like, for some of you guys, literal marriage commitment. You guys can look at it like that if you want to. Something life-changing. Having a life-changing experience and everything kind of coming together full circle, right? Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Whoa. You see how that card flew? Peace. Mars in Virgo is going, you need to bring in the peace, Leo. Bring in the peace. Now, 4 plus 3 equaling the number of 7, bring in peace at your home front, around you. So this could be at work, this could be in your house, you know, like family, within self, your home, your chakras, okay? And taking action to bring in the peace, to bring in the harmony during Mars and Virgo. All right, I like that. Making sure everything's copacetic and on the home front. Let me get a card for Leo. The Star, healing. Ooh, I see why peace and healing matches. I like this. This is you rejuvenating yourself. You Leos, y'all are workaholics. And then we also have Mercury just went into Leo, so, or it's gonna go on tomorrow technically. This video is coming out, but you know, right around the corner. This is you maybe, depending on in your life right now, you may need to focus on your mental. Okay, therapy, whatever, finding a peace of mind. This could even be you like wishing upon a star, like making a wish to have peace right now in your life. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta create that. You gotta really create that for yourself, whether this is like you working on self, Are you creating a safe space or healthy space for yourself to where you can be quiet? Whatever that is for you and your pursuits, to bring in different opportunities for you, okay? You know, hope maybe tapping in spiritually. It's an Aquarian card. Tapping in spiritually or tapping in, tapping into my channel, astrology. You know what I'm saying? Just having that like hope and just bring the peace in. Make sure you bring peace with whatever you're tapping into. Virgo, sun, moon, rising. For my Virgo. Virgo, love. And it's funny because Mars in Virgo, in the Virgo house of 6, right? So love. Mars in Virgo, I mean, this is just going to amplify, right? So if you are a Virgo sun, moon, or rising, bring love in anything that you're tapping into. Maybe you're vibrating on the frequency of love. 2 being you, and then 6 bringing in the, you know, I feel like divine masculine, divine feminine energy, balancing that. Because, you know, Virgo, it's like, how do I say it? You know, making sure that you're not being hard on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be so into the details where you miss enjoying life while you're taking action on your endeavors and your pursuits, right? I love this. Still being the GOAT while, you know, continuously loving and supporting one another's and pouring into other people. Let's get you a card for Mars and Virgo for Virgo. I love this. Heart chakra energy, right? And the world. Ooh, you can pump love into the world. Oh my God, I like this. So you must have completed some type of cycle. You must have closed something huge out for this card to come out for you. Okay, and now you're on to new beginnings. I like this energy for you. This is a new chapter. This is like new opportunities. This is like you, new faces, new places, kind of a vibe, travel. You probably achieved a lot of different things in your life during this time. I like this, you know, being very fulfilled. It's like right place, right time energy, pretty much for the most part. I feel like Virgos, you're going to be on top of the world with Mars and Virgo. It's like low-key right up your alley. Okay, Libra, sun, moon, rising. Libra. Ooh, creation. Okay, now Libra. Now Libra. Venus is about to go retrograde and we're in the pre-shadow. So, I like creation here coming out. Card number 3. So use Mars and Virgo energy to create something new. Tap into your creative side. Whatever that looks like for you. Let me see here. Yeah, I feel like I was trying to look for any aspects. But yeah, I'm going to do a video when Venus goes retrograde, but it's in a pre-shadow right now. So, you know, this is where you can start, maybe you're supposed to start using Mars and Virgo energy to really create, as far as like ideas. Like this is you coming up with some cool ideas. You know, look at the head. It's like illuminated, right? Coming up with some innovative ideas, honey baby, please. You know, I like this energy for you. Strategizing. Coming up with solutions so that you can get ideas out here and take action on them, you know? Because Libras, you guys like to talk a lot about stuff. Sometimes you don't really get it out, you know, like it's like sometimes your ideas could be so complex or out of this world in a sense to where it's like you may need a team to carry out. You may need a little bit of a team to help you. You can get things done. Y'all hard workers too, but I would say utilizing your intellect and being more decisive, right? Being decisive about your creative ideas and not like teeter-tottering. Is this a good idea? Should I do this? What do you think I should do? King of Swords. Owning it. Owning it. being focused, right? Staying focused on that idea or whatever it is that you want to bring to the forefront with Mars and Virgo and taking action on it. I like this that this King of Swords came out. Being very blunt, getting out your feelings in your bag, staying in your power. I like this, you know, not caring about what other people think. Because, you know, sometimes Libras, they need the external validation, or sometimes they need, you know, other people to tell them if something's a good idea. No, you should know that already, what's a good idea and what's not. And remove what no longer serves you with this King of Swords energy. This is air energy, baby. This is air energy, okay? You know, guiding yourself. Sometimes King of Sword energy, like King and Queen of Sword, can get misunderstood. But hey, you might look detached to other people in the world as far as your emotions, but because you're probably more on the logical side of things right now. You're probably trying to get things done right now. You probably have like a whole schedule. You have a lot of things planned out. You got a lot of things going for you. So makes sense, right? Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. Dialogue, baby. Go watch my Mercury in Leo video that I just did. Dialogue. So card number 34. You got to start talking as far as Mars in action, Mars in Virgo for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Risings. You need to start conversing with like-minded people like you. You need to get whatever it is going for yourself. You need to take action on it. You need to be around people that motivate you. You need to be speaking this out. You need to be just taking action on that. Not too much in the emotion of it, and just actually taking action on it. This is you speaking, conversing, talking to like-minded people, having those soul connections as well, you know, getting your face out there saying, hey, this is what I do. What are you interested in? Oh, you're interested in the same thing too? Oh, cool. We can come together. You know what I'm saying? Like having healthy dialogue. Why are so many planes going by? This is like the 7th one in 5 minutes. Having so much dialogue, or having those conversations with people, setting healthy boundaries, letting people know what you're willing to deal with, what you're not willing to deal with. And this starts with the home front too, because you have card number 34. So this could be at home, dealing with family members, even friends, roommates, whatever. And also you have number 3, so whoever's around you. Telling your boss or whatever, you know, how, if you're a business owner, telling your employees, whatever, you know, yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like taking action on that, pursuing it. This is you using that gift of gab, or using that, like taking action as far as you can get. Scorpios are really good at like finessing, right? Getting what they want. I'm not trying to tell you to manipulate. We're not going there, Scorpio. But, you know, as far as bringing structure, you know, to the mind, okay, aka dialogue card. 34 equaling 7, being of action. Mars in Virgo right now. This is what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? It's really prominent for you. Let's get you a tarot card here. Just really using this energy to build some healthy boundaries for the most part. Scorpio Sun. Virgo's in my 7th house, so that sounds about right. Okay. What's for Scorpio for Mars and Virgo energy? Page of Pentacles. Message. So, as you're conversing, as you know, in the midst of you, another plane. Dude, this is weird, bro. I'm not even, no cap, I'm sorry. But I feel like I'm in a loop, because every time I look up, there's a plane. And then another one. And then another one. And then another one. This never happens, by the way, because I'm always looking out my window. Anyways, side note. Page of Pentacles, Scorpio, back to you. So, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Pages bring messages. So in the midst of you having this dialogue, letting people know, yeah, I'm interested in this, or yeah, I got this going, or, you know, I might, you know, I think I'm gonna dabble into this. Yeah, I'm gonna try this opportunity here, or, you know, I want to go for this, but I need X, Y, and Z amount of dollars, or I need to gain this knowledge, or whatever have you. You keep having this dialogue with like-minded people, or people that you can learn from, or people that are in a space that you're trying to go towards. Boom, you might get an offer. You know, you might get an offer of some money, an offer of an opportunity, a job, you know, whatever it looks like for you, some type of success coming in, you know, and even an offer of love, honey, okay? Maybe someone, you know, an offer of a contract or a commitment in some form or fashion for you that's going to help you. I like this. You know, something's coming. Something's coming with that page there. So, you know, remember, pages are a little bit immature as well, so you got to be careful of that immature energy. You know, not every offer is going to be a good offer. You know, you got to read the room, check the temperature, you know, all the things, utilize your discernment. But this could even be you, like, learning something. Exploring something, you know. Another one, you guys, I'm not even capping. Another one. What is going on? Something's going on. I kid you not, you guys, I must have seen 20 planes back to back, and it's not like, this is not normal, bro. This is not normal. I look out this window every day. This is not normal. It's not normal. Anyway, Sag, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Power. Tap into your power, baby. Okay? Tap into your power, baby. 21 equaling 3 so we can celebrate. Okay? Regain your power back. Maybe there's people around you, people, places, and things that may be sucking your energy dry, trying to take from you and sit in your Wi-Fi router and plug into you and take all your juice, baby. But you may have to remove away from your surroundings in order to gain and re-energize and repower yourself. This looks like maybe even taking a goddamn vacation. But remember, Mars is the, you know, it's like power right there. We got a lot of Pluto energy playing out as well. So regaining your power, right? Standing in your power with whatever it is that you're tapping into at this time. I'm used to that. I live by an airport. See, I don't. That's why it's weird for me. It's weird. It's weird. Now I'm like looking now to see, but if I wasn't looking, I wouldn't have seen 20 planes. And they all look the same too. They look like white and blue. Okay, Sag. For Mars and Virgo. Ooh, Queen of Pentacles. Money, 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 money. So this is you, when you are in your power, this is you being proud of yourself, proud of your achievements. I love Queen of Pentacle energy. This is like Mother Earth energy, like coming in very stable, someone that knows what they want, how to get it, very confident type of an energy. So I like this, you know, very down to earth too. Again. So this is great for you right here. This is feeling financially safe, feeling secure. You know, it's like things are working out for you. So I like this for you, okay? This is definitely, Queen of Pentacles can also be healers too. But you can be able to take care of yourself and others. You know what I'm saying? So I like that. That matches with the Mars and Virgo energy. Very extravagant. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. Compassion and balance. Dan, you got two. Having a little bit more compassion for yourself and knowing how to balance out all of these energies, okay? Focusing on you in the home front. Having balance within work and life, okay? Work and actual life of pleasures. I feel like Capricorn, you could be overworking and not really taking time. So making sure you stay balanced within that, and, you know, making sure you taking care of yourself and, you know, having time to yourself and doing the things that you want to do, things that you want to carry out because you work so damn hard, right? Making sure you're balanced within that energy and having a little bit of compassion for yourself. You could probably be so hard on yourself as far as getting certain things done or doing it the right way with this Mars and Virgo energy. But I feel like with this Earth energy too, I feel like this is good. It's like, I feel like with this energy too, or adding on top of it, and you add the compassion to it, 13 equaling 4, yeah, it's just really, it's like home and work. That's all I keep hearing, home and work. Like making sure that you're hardworking, but you still handle tasks at home and at work, and having a nice balance and having time for yourself too. So equal pieces of the pie, I feel like here. Let's pull up a card for you here for my Cappies. Yeah, I knew it. You have the Sun in reverse. That's why you have two cards that came out. It's like, in some area of your life, you may not have any clarity, or you may be lacking compassion in a certain area, hence why the sun is in reverse. This could be your love life, this could be family life, this could be work life, this could be business, whatever it looks like for you. There's something that's lacking right there. You feel like you've been doing your best, but in some area of your life, there's a little bit of a dark spot. There's a little bit of a dark place. That's why that probably came out, to have a little bit of compassion for yourself. You know, you might feel unsuccessful in a certain area of your life. So I think that's why that came out. And when you focus on that, this is where you become tired. Maybe this could be, if you are that energy, maybe you're working less and not working enough. You know what I'm saying? But if you're in the higher octave, it's also too, if you're working too much, you need to balance out having that personal. Aquarius. Dang, why you get 2 cards too? We're in this 2-card pulling game. You have preservation. Ooh, with new beginnings. Preserving your time and energy is going to be very key for you during this time. And, excuse me, learning you, home, 31 equaling 4. You need to learn stuff, mastering your own energy. Using this Mars and Virgo energy, maybe to pursue some pursuits about, as far as learning self, or just diving deeper about knowing who you are. You know what I'm saying? What is it that you want to do? What do you want to accomplish? What do you want to achieve? How are you feeling right now? What is going on with you? So in order to figure that out, sometimes you have to preserve your energy. So what does this look like? You might have to remove yourself from people, places, and things at this time, so that you can really find yourself. This is giving lost energy to me. In a sense, not saying you're a lost person in the world, but it's giving like, there's so many things that you could be diving into. Look, she's like duplicated here. You know what I mean? And then hella hands here. So it's like there's too many things going on right now, and you could be just scattered brained. You know what I'm saying? With this Mars and Virgo. So use this energy to really bring it on back. You know what I mean? You gotta, sometimes it's self-care. When all else fails, resort to self-care. There's some things you maybe need to learn some lessons, okay? I always say, don't take it as a loss, take it as a lesson, whatever's going on in life. You know, if you lost a person, place, or thing, or something like that, you know what I'm saying? Or if things aren't working in your favor, you need to keep your energy up, because you got to carry out your duties, responsibilities, and obligations still. That way you can preserve your time and energy for the things that you want to carry out. Let's get you a card here, Aqua baby. Yeah. So, yeah, unbalanced, 4 of Swords. I literally just said it and 4 of Swords came out. So, unbalanced, tired, stagnant, not really like doing anything. You may need a little bit of assistance. You might need to seek some, you know, some counsel, some family or friends that you trust, love, like, whatever. You may need to talk to somebody. I feel like this could be feeling emotionally drained, or something painful could have occurred. You're like, dang. So you have the Hangman that came out as well, some stagnant energy. It's just like, you know, I feel like with the stagnant energy, it's like you're on a spiritual journey right now. So with that coming out, it's like Spirit telling you need to relax, okay? Preservation. You need to be still sometimes right now during this time, okay? If anything's stagnant, it's like, hold on. Like, hang woman or hangman, whatever energy, it's like, hold on. You know what I mean? But figure out something. Have the light bulb moment and come up with some type of solution here. Yeah, this is a, like, changing your perspective. You know, that's the light around the head. Changing your perspective, shifting your mindset, thinking of new patterns and behaviors to get you out of this energy. And, you know, you have to preserve time and energy in order for this to occur, though, okay? So you have to get stingy with your time. You have to really learn who you are. Like I said, 31 equaling the number 4, you have to really learn who you are. Open up to spirituality when the Hangman comes out. Maybe you need to meditate on a few things. You need to be alone. You need to be in solitude. You need to really, like, go deep within you instead of looking for answers outside of yourself. Because you also have the Sun that came out in reverse too. This is like darkness. You could be feeling really dark. You could be going through a dark time. You could have a lack of clarity in certain situations that you're facing right now. You're probably not feeling at your best. And so hence, like I always say, self-care is key during this time. So that's why you probably had 4 of Swords coming out. Because when you don't feel at your best, you probably feel lethargic, tired, You don't want to go forward. You don't want to go upward, onward, and all the things. So that would be your best bet. You need to be alone right now to really figure things out. And you might have to say sorry to the homies and homegirls. You might have to say sorry to, your loved ones. Like, say you need a little space or a little vacation or a little break. Even at work. Like, you might not kick it with the work buddies every Friday or even for lunch. You know what I'm saying? You might do your own thing. So maybe this is what Mars and Virgos could be teaching you, Aqua babies. All right. So Pisces, sun, moon, rising. Pisces, we have illusions. Okay. So card number 27 equaling 9. So 9 being the number of endings, you could be seeing past all the illusions and delusions. You know what I'm saying? Another airplane, guys. Oh my God, I'm not even like, what the hell? You could be seeing past all the illusions that are playing out. It could be the end of all of that. Now you see the truth coming out. Now you see everything being revealed to you because your heart chakra is open with this color green here. Okay? You could be like, I'm not, you could be like, okay, you can't rock me to sleep. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're seeing past all of that. You're reading between the lines. You're seeing beyond the veil. Like, all of this is popping out, okay? And it's like, it may be a little bit difficult because when you start to see past all of the illusions or past all the ways that you either got washed up or rocked to sleep or whatever have you, 27 equaling the number 9 is because why? You've taken care of self. You've done healing with that number 2. You've worked inward. You've dealt with self. 7, it's like you've been taking action on that. You've been doing the shadow work. You've been healing and yada yada. So equaling 27, equaling 9. So you're almost ending that cycle of like getting out of that. Like, nobody can pull a wool over your eyes. No more rose-colored glasses. Like, it's all coming to an end. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so you're past that phase now. Like, in Pisces energy, you guys can be so loving and want to help and all these things, but it's like, now you're looking like, oh, I was being used this whole time. Oh my God. It took you by a little while to see that, but now you maybe you're starting to notice that. Let's pull out a tarot card. Probably the truth you're speaking. Okay, so let's see here. I thought I seen somebody else comment, but I don't know where it went. It's like gone. Did you see somebody kiss it? I swear. It came up, but while I'm doing it, I can't. It like just goes so fast up there. That's why I have this down here to see the comments. I don't see it anymore though. All right, Pisces. So what do we have advice for you? That's so weird with these airplanes. I'm telling you. For Mars and Virgo, Pisces, sun, moon, or rising. Look at that. All right. So look at that. Oh, you could be in denial too. Maybe there's certain changes you maybe need to make. We do have 8 of Wands here. Maybe you could even be denying there's some things that, as far as like, how we're forced to change some form or fashion in our lives because we have that whole Taurus energy playing out, Uranus, Jupiter, whatever have you. So there could be some consequences that are playing out. I feel like when it's in reverse, it's kind of like there's a lot of facts that are playing out, and this is, like I said, that's that confirmation of maybe you've seen green flags when they were actually red flags. That was that getting out of the delusion. And then you have 8 here. So I feel like it's like assumptions. Be careful not to assume anything. Don't assume what's gonna happen, or don't assume how something's gonna play out. Let things kind of play out. And also don't deny any changes that are coming. Like, you may need to change in some form or fashion, whether this is you personally, whether this is through your connections, relationships, I don't know, vices, or morals, values, beliefs. It could be anything that you need to change, and like I said earlier, I don't know if it's this video or the last video, it's like, it's hard. Some people don't like to change. So it's just getting acclimated to doing new things. There could be something that you're working on or something that's new, and there's that fear, that doubt, or that scarcity factor that could be pulling in because you don't know what's going to happen on the other side of the door. You don't know what's going to happen when you initiate, but you're going to try anyways. You know what I'm saying? So still continue to take action, okay? So that's it for the spread, guys. I think I was gonna do, you know what? I'll probably pop on tonight because the moon just moved into Taurus and I've talked about it all day. All day. So catch me later tonight. I want to do a collective spread. I'll just do straight, no astrology, just straight to the cards. I want to do for elements, fire, water, air, earth. And then I'll do each sign separately in the midst of all of that. So I want to do that. I want to do that for you guys because it's a lot of astro talk, but I want to make sure you tap into these energies. You know what's playing out. That way you know how to alchemize it. Okay? Know what to look for, know what to work on, and things of that nature. So don't forget to smash subscribe button and click the bell. I'm definitely going to try it anyway. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.